good? You know what it is, bro. About to go ahead and get with SP. We about to get this Knicks Real Talk pregame popping off. Get this shit popping, man. I'll holla at you. One. Up in the black Silverado, stop and get some petrol to hit the metro on full throttle. Across the Gospels, we in the Mecca bottleneck. On 32nd waters, bow with each around flexing. Posted up like sticky note. You smell the icky in the air like hickory smoke. Carrot we well represented. We on that Knicks shit. You can smell it, so please don't step in it. Cause the burner cooking with gas. The cat in the alley dig up to the team trash. Getting that cash ready for DoorDash and make a splash. But they moving slow before the pregame show. No caps, no here's what's on tap. But God knows talking five. And report keep myself doing the chat. Interacting with the mandem. It's a brand in front of the camera. That's a picture. Catch and snap back to fit the cat. So we Knicks dripping. Knicks real, you know we fit the description. It's the OG, Olin, and Ananobi. Me and my man Brody, we run your fire TV, that's Cody. It's Knicks Real Talk. You know how we get down. We in that Knicks drip, dripping and Knicks drip. It's Knicks Real Talk. You know how we get down. We in that Knicks drip, dripping and Knicks drip. We in that Knicks drip, dripping and Knicks drip. It's Knicks Real Talk. You know how we get down. We in that Knicks drip, dripping and Knicks drip. Real Talk. What's good, ladies and gentlemen? What's good? What's good? What's good? We in the building, man. It's the pregame show, Divine Shot Powers, Knicks Summer League. Yes, indeed, man. We about to get it popping, man. Knicks got the Boston Celtics today at the Pavilion in the Summer League today, man. Game 2 of the Summer League. They lost the first one the other day. Let's see if they could bounce back and try to get a win under their belt and all that good stuff. Before I go any further, let me bring my partner in the building, the other half of this engine that keeps the motor running. Shot Powers, what's good, my man?
Peace to you, Divine. As always, salute to the family and the chat. Let's talk about it. Let's get it.
CDOD, Crim's dad on Diops. What's good, Queen Darlene? What's good, Queen B? What's popping? Salute everybody, man. Thank y'all for coming in. Real talk. We ain't here, man. Y'all in here. Knicks at the Pavilion in Las Vegas, man. About to get it popping for another Summer League game. Like I said, it wasn't too intriguing in Summer League the other day because they lost 104 to 86. But it just is the Summer League, ladies and gentlemen. Young guys trying to find a way to make a name for themselves. They really didn't make too much of a game the other night. Some guys did some good things. A lot of them did not do some good things. So you know, I was kind of disappointed from the standpoint that we lost. But it's only preseason, so we don't really want to jump off. We don't want to jump off the thing too early. Let these guys get acclimated and all that good stuff. But you know what? Like I said, they lost anyway. Detroit came out. They really had it going on. They had a couple of guys been around on that team for a while, but we had some guys there from last year too. So, you know, but they came out and played with some good intensity on us, man. They forced a lot of turnover, hitting the 3-ball from everywhere, which we did not hit the 3-ball shot Powers. And now, with all that being said, Knicks got whacked by 18, my man.
Yeah, I mean, you know, we definitely wasn't out there. We wasn't making shots. But overall, we seen some guys that stood out, you know what I mean, stood out in the crowd, you know what I mean? And please, can we stop talking about, let's trade Tyler Kolek already because he got 5 turnovers? It's Summer League, man. He was trying. Come on, Jesus, can you give him at least effort? If you say, you ready to trade him? We wasn't ready to trade him last year when he wasn't getting no burn on the court. Now you ready to trade him. All right, yeah, Divine.
Listen, man, my man Shot Powers on NBA Jam shit. He's on fire. But listen, that's going to be part of the new bars. We got a new hook to on the promo, so that's the reason I said that. But anyway, man, you know what it is, man. Listen, it's preseason. That's the first game these cats played since they didn't play at the end of the season last year and all that good stuff. So you know what? They just got to brush it off, man. Brush their shoulders off. Get up off the mat, man. Go out there today and have a better performance. Try to be more in tune to what the other team is doing. I think they got blitzed the last game. Shot Powers. I mean, you got to give Detroit Pistons young guys credit. They hungry too. They all trying to make a name for themselves in this league. So they came out there and they were defensive minded. And my man Hollis the third was knocking out him threes like he crazy. Was knocking him down in the playoffs a little bit last year too. But he really went in the offseason and proved this game. And the guy Jenkins, listen. Ladies and gentlemen, whoever was guarding Jenkins had a nightmare the other game. He was giving it to them dudes on the Knicks side of the ball. So whether it's Cole or whoever, Jenkins was doing it. I did see some good things though, ladies and gentlemen. I'm growing on McCullough Jr., ladies and gentlemen. That shopping on him for a minute, but I really got to see what this cat could do. And even though he was, forced to shoot shot, that's not really what I was worried about, because I know it's a miss and make league every now and then. But I like the way this guy played basketball, his defense side of the ball, the way he moves on offense. He got dog in him. He ain't scared. He goes down in the paint. I mean, this cat got dog in him. He don't lack confidence. You know what I'm saying? We fueled by it, but he don't lack it though. You know what I mean? And I'm really, really impressed by him. And obviously, I've been a big Daddy A guy. I'm hoping these guys find a way to Mike Brown get these cats some burn during the regular season. That might be one knock on Tiz, but hopefully Mike Brown can see these guys for what they do in the summer league. Because I do think Daddy A coming along real well under Mikal Bridges. I just think Mikal Bridges, his tutelage up for that young man, you can see it starting to pay dividends in the first year. I think with Mikal Bridges taking him on this wing, teaching his cat the NBA roots, teaching him how to play basketball, you can see it in his game. You know what I mean? And I think Daddy just got to keep growing, getting strong, and keep mentally getting sharp. I think he's gonna be okay. But I was impressed with my man overall, shot Paul McCullough Jr. I think he's gonna be a good prospect. Especially he didn't get to play a whole year last year. You know what I mean? With the injury, and coming into the Knicks then at the end of the season, so he had a whole year to fine tune his game. But he looks explosive though. Looked like he healed well from that injury. So let's see if he can make a difference today as well.
Let's be clear too, man. Everybody talked about him. Oh, he's chucking up the shots. He's moving. Nobody was trying to score the basketball. He was one of the only guys that was still trying to drive it to the hole, get it to the basket. Salute to him, man. And maybe he is the one that needs to come up here and sign that contract with the veteran to put him on the roster. You know what I mean? Let's see what happens. You know what I mean? He made huge jumps. At one time, I thought that, man, they ain't even going to even think about him, man. He fighting for at least a G League spot. Nah, after that game that he played, man, watching the game over again, he was aggressive, still getting block shots and all that. He still was trying to go to the hole. And you know what he never did? He never lacked on defense. So him and Daddy A also. Daddy A was a play that he got a shot block, and 2 plays later, he's down the court blocking somebody else's shot. So salute to them young guys, man. Salute to him being 20 years old, and he's still trying to come into his game because he's still growing. His lungs are still expanding. His feet can still get bigger. He's still 20 years old. By 21, he might grow another 6 inches. It's possible. You know what I mean? So let's salute these young guys and stuff like that. I appreciate what McCullough did. I appreciate what Daddy did. I also like, and he is a young veteran, if you want to say that. He's been in the league about 4 years or something like that. Beauchamp, Marjan. And I mean, he kept us in the game. And I mean, he didn't hit too many 3-point shots, but he kept the defense. He was crisp with his defense. He was on it. He was going over the screen, under the screen, and he knew what to do with the guy that was on the wing with him. So I like the way he played basketball. He wasn't scared to go to the basket, and he had a little mid-range shot. I think he was another one that I don't think he had any threes though, but he shot a couple of threes. You know what I mean? So I was impressed by those guys. Those are guys that we need. We need guys that are going to step up in the crunch time. And those 3 guys, in my opinion, aside from Huckapurdy, and stuff like that. Huckapurdy, if Huckapurdy didn't get hurt last year, he was going to be part of our movement of we probably would not have. Did we sign him when Precious was here? I mean, was
signed the rookie. You got to sign in the rookie season.
Right. I'm talking about oh yeah, so Precious is already here then. So yeah, I think he would have Precious. What I was gonna say, was it by the trade deadline? Was he back? Oh, he got hurt before the trade deadline, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Okay. That's another reason why we kept Precious, because if he would have stayed healthy, we'd have traded Precious at the deadline. And I mean, he was already starting to get a little bit of rhythm. He was starting to get a little bit of time on the court, so he's looking good. So I can see him and Yabo in the backcourt. I'm holding us down. You know what I mean? With Josh Hart, or I'm not even gonna say Josh Hart, Deuce McBride, Clarkson, and Josh Hart / Daddy A in that small forward position. So it's looking very optimistic right now.
Yeah, for me, a couple of notes on some things that I did see. Like I said, I think McCullough Jr. was impressive activity. That's what it really was about for me. It wasn't about the scoring the ball, wasn't about missing the maker or anything. It was his activity and how and the tool that he had to play basketball with. I think McCullough got a bag better than I thought he did. I didn't get to see the guy a lot of college at Indiana. I didn't get to see him a lot for the Knicks last year because he was injured. But he was really one to impress me with his quickness, his strength, his agility. He really did. He showed me a lot of things. And like I said, the same for Daddy. Beauchamp had a good game, but you know what? Here's what's tough for me. He's supposed to do that to somebody. The man,
right? That's the downside. He's 20. He's been in the league. He's been here 3 years. He signed to a contract. He ain't coming to the team. He ain't getting no two-way. I don't think he's eligible for a two-way contract. So only way he's going to get here is if he comes to the team, and I don't think that's going to happen.
Yeah. I think it's tough for him if he make it. But like I said, I mean, going on your 4th year, whatever, 3 years, and you got to play in the G League. You know what I mean? And don't get me wrong, people do it. I mean, Kevin Knox played 3 years in the G League, but Kevin Knox is Kevin Knox too as well. So, but I think other than that, he played a good game though. He played a good game. I do like. Here's something I do like about some of the guys. What's the young man, the one we drafted? He got good size. Muhammad,
yeah.
Got good size. He could do some things. I think Najee, he could do some things, but I don't know if these guys going to really get up there though. I don't think they're getting up there, man. I think them cats will be down in the G League. I think Daddy A. Kolick, McCullough Jr., and Haka Purdy gonna be the ones that gonna be on 4 on the bench. Who could crack the rotation? Remains to be seen. But I think them guys that make the roster, but I don't know if they're gonna. A lot of them gonna get any burned. I think we got to really just keep hoping these cats keep maturation, get better. But don't, like I said, I think Daddy is there. I think Daddy out of all everybody there, I think he the one can crack the rotation though. I think he got what I think he got the skill and the size we need. Can he put it together on a continuous, a regular base, consistent basis? If he can put together on a consistent basis, I think that Daddy can make a difference up in New York, help out with that team with the size and the skill. And we'll see how it goes. But other than that, just one of them games, man. They game out there, got blitzed, ladies and gentlemen. You got to give Detroit Pistons credit. They played hard the other night. They came out there. They did what they had to do. And like I said, my man Ron Hollis, whatever, and Jinx, they was lighting it up. They shot a lot of 3-point. They were knocking them down. So we got to be better at it today. But I do think we respond well today. I think the Cats get back at it tonight, man, and go out there and make a difference, man. I believe sometime, you got to get knocked down and get back up. I mean, obviously they got knocked down. Let's see if they can get up off the pine today and try to will themselves to a victory. But I'm looking forward, like I said, like the man we got on the screen right there, McCullough. I think I want to see him continue his maturation, man. I think he can. I think he got a game, ladies and gentlemen, like Quentin Grimes without a jump shot. Let me put it like that before you. I don't think I'm comparing him to Quentin Grimes. He got the same type of activity, and to me, quickness is sort of like Quentin Grimes, but minus the jump shot. That don't mean he don't got it. I just haven't seen it yet because I haven't seen him enough. But I do think that he definitely got something going on with him. So let's see how he responds today. Tyler Kohler going to be fine. I'm not worried about Tyler Kohler. I seen Tyler Kohler drop 9 assists in the NBA game. I ain't worried about him. You know what I mean? I'm not worried about none of them. It's preseason. First game they played since the season was over. A lot of them guys might have been playing pickup and practice, but they got in full competition when somebody was going mano a mano, body for body, blow for blow, whatever. And I think them guys came out a little more hungry than the Knicks were yesterday. But I think they respond well against Boston today. It's crazy. Everybody we played in the playoff, we playing in the summer league. Detroit, Boston, Indiana next. So I guess they set that up pretty well. That was their revenge tour for them teams, except for Indiana. But I'm looking forward to it, Chop. We'll see what these guys do get better at today, and see if any of them come out and have a better game than they had the last game.
Yeah, I think I think it'll be a little bit better organized. Like I even mentioned this, I think maybe yesterday on our show about, these guys really didn't have a chance to really get to gel, really get to play together. And I mean, go out, get out there, go run out some layup lines and stuff like that, shoot a couple of shots. I mean, play a little defense against each other, something like that. They didn't really. So I think tonight might be today. This evening is probably be a little different. I think you'll see a little better defensive chops, a little bit different offensive chops, and you'll probably see a more rounded rotation. You know what I mean? Or you may see some of the guys that we didn't see last game, like the Lances and the Luca Suka dude. You know, we might see some more of those minutes for those guys, the Babas and stuff like that. We might see more minutes from those guys because you know, what I mean, I didn't see much minutes from any of those guys last game. So let's see what happens. You know, what I mean, that may be what they might try to run today. You know, what I mean, and if they lose the summer league game, it's only the summer league, man. We trying to evaluate guys individual. This is the only time of the year that you can really talk about individual stats instead of team stats because we're trying to see which one is the best individual player to play on the team with the Knicks.
Yeah, real talk. Yeah, man, it's that's really what it is, ladies and gentlemen. It's a evaluation period, basically. You're just trying to see what do we have in our organization. And I want them to win. I want them to win every game. You know what I mean?
No question. Don't get it twisted.
Unfortunately, nobody's winning every game. Not I would say nobody, at least in a regular season. But even in the summer league, it's hard to win every game. But I think they're going to get it popping. I'll tell you one thing. Like I said, I do want to see today, though. I want to see them come out with a sense of urgency today, though. The Pistons played hard. They played better. They played faster. They were knocking them down. They were knocking down. We wasn't knocking them down. But I did like what I seen coming out of the second half. They had a little bit more fight. They were trying to get back in it. They started knocking up. So I seen Daddy start taking over the scoring joint, and I'm glad to see that because what I do like about that young man, ladies and gentlemen, he's a 3-level scorer. That's what I like about Daddy. He's a 3-level scorer. He's just not a 3-point shooter. He drives the ball. He gets to the lane. He got a little game inside in the mid area. He gets out on the break. He slashes. He do all that. And I definitely like that about him. You know, so we'll see how he do today. And I think McCullough scored some points today. He forced a lot the other day. I understand why he forced it, but I like the fact that he was taking them. Because sometimes you might have to force a shot, but at least he took the damn shot. Some people were too damn timid. They wouldn't take a shot. He was like, no, I'm trying to get mine. I'm trying to make this one right. He played like he tried to make this roster shot, Powers. That's what I liked about my man McCullough Jr., ladies and gentlemen, the other day. He was playing like he trying to get a roster spot, not just make it on the G League or 2A. He was aggressive as hell. He was going at them dudes, and they were going at him, so that was good to see. Hopefully he can continue that today, but get some shots in tonight. We'll see how it goes. Real quick, man, salute to the chat. What's good on Dias, APAP, Size 9, Queen Darlene, Crims, everybody, man. Salute to you guys, ladies and gentlemen, for coming in. I know it's the preseason, kind of slow and timid and everything like that, but we in here, man. King Maximus, what's good, my man? See you as well. Salute to everybody, man. Michelle Powers, I want to see these catchers win today. I would love to see them get a win to get the get a win on it, but make them feel good about themselves. Like I said, even win or loss not going to determine what they're going to do for making a team or whatever, or their rotation. That don't mean anything. Whether they win or lose, they skill is what's going to get them on the next level. But it's good to develop a winning mentality. Because we got a winning type of mentality team. You know, we got a winning culture team here. So I'm quite sure these guys probably feel some type of way after that. And I don't think you got to do it anything, not the coaches, anything. I just think that them cats came out there and they was like, whoa, and that's what happened. So let's see if they be better at it today. I got the Knicks responding pretty well today. I think the young guys going to bounce back, be a little bit more assertive, be a little bit more aggressive, be a little bit more on point with their execution today. I think they're going to do all that today. I just think that that's the first game. It usually happens like that sometimes. You know, you a little rusty, you come out there and you get blitzed, and I think they just got to happen to them yesterday.
Yeah, I think they'll be more, like you said, Devon. I think they'll be more team oriented today. And I mean, yesterday, the day before was more of a pickup game. It looked like a pickup game. They was just like, all right, guys, just go out there. Yeah, all right, run up and down the court. All right, do your thing. I mean, and I think today's game will be more, hopefully more team oriented. Or it may be more about the second unit on the team. It's still like 15 guys on this team. And we really didn't see the accoutrements of some guys on the team. You know what I mean? So maybe they may implement the starters, and maybe they'll go to the third unit on the team today instead of going to all the guys that we already seen. You know what I mean? They may mix it up a little bit. I don't know what they're gonna do today, but they got a lot of guys on that team. It's like 15 guys, man, and they trying to work it out, and they didn't get it out. And let's be clear. I say this all the time, and I say it jokingly, but it is the truth. Usually sometimes some of the funniest things is some of the truth. So much has so much truth involved with it. When you play the New York Knicks, and yo, we getting ready to play the New York Knicks. This is summer league. We about to play them, yo. We gotta bust them down. They beat us in the. I mean, I'm not saying they said this, but who knows, man? This is the New York Knicks, baby. Anybody that play the Knicks want to play the Knicks the hardest, want to play their best game, want to put out their best against the New York Knicks. We bring out the best in everybody. The Summer League, the G League, the NBA team. We bring out the best, baby. We are the best, baby. Let's get it.
Yeah, absolutely. For me, real quick, and we had put up there. I just wanted to show y'all guys a couple of things from the last game. I'm gonna talk about for stat wise. We had throw that up there because it was interesting to me why that it wasn't an individual thing, ladies and gentlemen. It's right here. Look at all the plus and minus. Every Knicks player, except for Lance Ware and Pate and BB, was all in the minus. I mean, the ones who didn't play, obviously, Yaba and all them guys. But I started 5. Haka Purdy, minus 18. Daddy A, minus 15. Boo Champ, minus 24. Color 28. Because the team was playing terrible. They none of them had one. So no matter how better one was playing, the team didn't play well. So they all had plus and minuses. But from a point standpoint, Daddy A 17, Boo Champ 15, and McCullough Jr. 13. I thought Daddy was impressive to me, ladies and gentlemen. 8 for 13, 1 for 3. McCullough Jr., like I said, he was 5 for 14, but a lot of shots I'm gonna say a lot of them. Some of his shots he was forcing up. Like, okay.
Yeah, he was chucking. He was trying to get it though, but at that time, when he was chucking, it was a lot of nobody else was doing it.
Right.
You know what I mean? Right. It was a couple of those times. Nobody else we down by so much, and nobody's trying to score. Nobody's trying to cut stop the bleeding. He was doing that. That's what I appreciated about it.
Yeah, he was aggressive. And that's what you want to see. You want to make sure these young guys be aggressive. In order to play in the NBA, you have to be aggressive. You know what I mean? And he was aggressive. I got to give him credit. Them guys was lighting it up though, man. Ronald Holland had 28. Jenkins was killing it.
He couldn't miss.
Right, and Two Smith had it going on. So they had some guys getting buckets over there. So we definitely got to be better at it today. I think we come out and play with a little more sense of urgency today. And we get it, man. But I was happy with some things. It was more bad and ugly than good. You know what I mean? So we'd take what we can get. But let's see who responds today. Let's see who responds from a scoring standpoint. Because other than the main guys that I pointed out there, who else had some buckets that stay on that team? We had, like I said, McCullough. He had his shooting was 4 from 11. He had 10 points. Haka Purdy had 6 points, but he had 5 field goals. He only attempted 5, made 3. But I think the most aggressive one was Daddy A. McCullough Jr. Muhammad Dawah. We hit that last minute heave at the halftime and all that good stuff. I like his side. I seen some things. I think he got to get relaxed though. I don't think he was relaxed. A lot of them guys wasn't relaxed yesterday. Sharp Powers. I want to see them more relaxed today. And kind of let the game come to them, and don't let yourself get over Yancey. They probably was all butterflying yesterday.
All the Knicks sitting there, Wesley sitting there, West sitting there, and Leon, all them sitting there. Yeah, they definitely was shook.
Yeah. It's expected. It really was. And like I said, I'm not taking it away. You got to get them dudes on the other side of the ball credit. Remember, Detroit know we just beat them cats in the playoffs. You don't think them dudes and all them dudes over there like, listen, man, y'all go out there go hard against these dudes. They you know what I mean? So they had something to play for. And Ronald Holland, no, he like, yo, these dudes sent me home early this year. So he was going out there trying to do the damn thing, and along with a couple of others that were there. They like, man, these cats sent us home in the playoffs. You had K Cunningham
New York Knicks,
doing them.
Every time you play the Knicks, you got to get up for them.
Yeah, real talk, man. Kerry was good. Kerry Cox in the building. Kerry, good to see you, my man. Salute. But yeah, they stunk up the joint last night. Quite a few of them from just a team perspective. They stunk up the joint. But he'd be okay. They all would be okay. Like I said, we seen Tyler Kolek in a regular season in the NBA. He 9 assists, 11 assists in one game on one night. Well, it's just last night he had a bad night. That's all you can chalk it up to. They had bad nights last night. But that's not going to determine Tyler Kolek's future. He might come out tonight with 15 assists. Fucking, you know what I mean? So he might come out tonight. Tyler Kolek might have a triple double. Hell knows. We don't know. You know what I mean? It all depends what the game give him. You know what I mean? And what he take, why the game give it to him. But salute to them guys for playing hard. They were pressuring. And one thing I can say about Tyler Kolek, though, he got to be the best ball handler on the Knicks, though. Ball handle wise. Them cats was pressuring that boy up the court all day long. He was not turning that ball over for as, stealing it from him. So, he definitely was doing some good things. But like I said, they cats were jumping in the passing lane yesterday, ladies and gentlemen. I got to give Detroit credit. They were stealing that ball like it wasn't nothing because they were jumping in the passing lanes, going down court, man. So like I said, they'll be better today. Real talk. I believe they respond pretty well today, man. Who knows? Let's see somebody go out there. I want to see Daddy A continue doing what he's doing. I've been big on Daddy the minute he walked in the Knicks uniform. Just by the way, he last year in summer league, it wasn't about no offense game or nothing. I just like the way his attention to detail in the basketball court. He know how to move without a ball. He know how to play basketball. I think all the other stuff will come later. But the brother can score from all over, so I really like that. Hope we continue that today, man. I'm really looking for that. I'm looking for color shop Howard, but it's just one on game, another game on the doctor, ladies and gentlemen. We got a couple of more to go. And then I think we got one Tuesday, and then they got the one on the 17th. I think that'd be it for summer league, but they're here. They're here and we here, man. So let's get it, man. Like I said, salute to the chat. Darren, what's good? Everybody in the building, salute to you guys, man. Top Powell, anybody you want to see in particular tonight, get out there and get it popping.
Yeah, Divine. I'm just looking for the guys just to get back out there and get more active. You know what I mean? A couple more minutes on the court and stuff like that. I'm looking, maybe to see if another performance by the three or four guys that we just talked about, better performances from the guys like Daddy A, from Kolek, Haporte, and Muhammad. That's what I'm really trying to see right now. If the other guys really ball out and stuff like that, it'd be nice to see them get out there because we're still looking for 3 guys to fill our G League roster. So, whosoever that we get right now is and really gets out in these next 2 or 3 games that we have left is guys that they're going to ideally look to go into the G League. Like I said, man, I'm pretty sure of the roster right now. And now my big focus, I think Muhammad's going to come in there. And I'm not sure if Muhammad comes in there, if he is going to be with the same thing like McCullough. I'm still trying to figure out what McCullough is because he was on a 2-way contract. So is he viable for he's like a rookie. You know what I mean? But he played last year. I don't know. I'm still so
I don't think none of them on a 2-way shop hours.
Right. I know. So is he one that we can all right, if we get Muhammad, I know we could probably send Muhammad into the G League. You know what I mean? So does that is his contract, McCullough, is his contract considered a rookie contract that we add on to this veteran person that we're going to pick up? You know what I mean? I'm still trying to figure it out. As much homework as I can, I don't see he was on a 2-way contract last year. He was on a 2-way contract with the Knicks and the to the G League. You know what I mean? So does that make him a rookie to still come into the league as a guy that
he's not a rookie? He could be considered unsigned. He could be considered a free agent, basically.
So that's what I'm see, because he makes the difference, because if they did, so he's really vying to really make the roster.
Right.
So he is really trying to knock Muhammad out of the box. You know, he's trying to push Muhammad down into the G League. He needs to be paired up with the veteran then, in order to make the roster. I don't even know. I'm still trying to figure out if he can go into the if he can sign to another two-way contract into the G League. I'm still trying to figure it out.
Yeah, is he they're going to sign him to a two-way deal. If the Knicks plan on keeping him, that's the reason why I think they might salute on Dodge, man. I see you, my man. Appreciate you coming in, Brody. OD, we see you on the next one, man. Thank you for real. Always, my bro. But like if I think McCullough Jr. might be the reason why they haven't signed somebody to that other contract yet. They might be. I think they waiting to see what some of these guys in the G League going to do. I think that could be based on let's wait till summer league over. If this guy can make the roster, we don't want to go out and get this guy. You know what I mean? Things of that nature. That's what I'm thinking the Knicks is doing. They're probably waiting to see. I'm quite sure they wanted Champion that they could have signed him. They wanted anybody, they could have got him already.
Yeah, they definitely.
Yeah,
I mean, who they pick is that because that's what I'm still trying. And I'm still, like I said, Knicks fan. What I don't understand is because he was on the two-way last year. Can he be re-signed to another two-way again this year, or can he be buddied up with the veteran to come in as that new contract thing that they're talking about with this veteran that or are we just waiting to get a veteran so we can sign Muhammad to the regular deal on the first year, and McCullough goes to the G League again, on a two-way contract, and with Beauchamp and Muhammad, you know what I mean? Oh no, not Muhammad. Muhammad was still. Oh no, if I don't even know if McCullough comes to the regular contract with the veteran, then that pushes Muhammad to the G League. I think. I'm not sure.
Yeah, only thing I can see the Knicks doing right now is giving Muhammad a contract and give him McCullough and two other people a G League contract.
All right. Okay. That's what. All right. Okay. Yeah, because that's what I'm
whole thing. But because I don't know what the financial liability would be for Muhammad. Muhammad was like the 51st pick, ladies and gentlemen. So that can play into how much money he gets coming off the door. You know what I mean? Like Kolek and them, they got like 1.2, 2 point something. Like Daddy ain't got 2.8 for so many years. Huckle Purdy got 1.9. Kolek got he got the biggest contract out of any rookie ever came in the league. For 3 like 6
3
million.
years, yeah. 6 million, 2 million for 3 years or something like that, yeah.
So I think they got to find a way to get McCullough on the team. I think McCullough, to me, like I say, he just Quentin Grimes without a jump shot. So far, I mean, Quentin Grimes was a sniper, but his game, it makes me think of Quentin Grimes. That's why I like McCullough so much. He impressed the shit out of me yesterday, ladies and gentlemen, the day before yesterday, by his activity, his defense prowess, his will to get to the bucket, his will to get rebounds. He just bring it, man. That young man bring it. I think him and Daddy A, them gonna be my two sleepers that make the Knicks team this year. Literally make the Knicks team. And it's not. I really can see them two making it happen. I like Daddy A's side. I like his game. I like his versatility. All that. I liked him last year. I like him even more now. But I'm definitely impressed with McCullough. I just didn't know the guy can do what he do, man. Like that, you know what I mean? And I see why the Knicks held on to him. You're right. When they do get the chemistry carried together, they be fine. I do think when the chemistry get to popping, they'll be okay. That's why I'm really looking forward to the game today. I bet you see a way better game today than you've seen the past day. I definitely know that. I think you will see a different approach to the game today when they get out of there. They're gonna come out the gate, doing what they do. And I think McCullough need to do what. Not McCullough. I would say Daddy need to do what McCullough did today. McCullough came out the gate aggressive. He did not wait. He was getting. I want to see Daddy do that today. I think his skill set to get him just like Ronald Holland had yesterday. I think Daddy can do that today. We'll see, man. But like I said, really not how many points you score. Not about the points or anything like that. Really not about that per se. It's really about seeing can you play at this level with all the intangibles. You know what I mean? It's a tangible they got that you're looking for today. How do they do this? How respond that? How they good when they do this? we know the ball can go in the hole. The reason why they up here because some of them can do that. But it's the other things that you want to see. And I think that's what I want to see from these guys. They show me some more things, show me some more stuff that's going to separate you from a lot of other people that's going to trying to make this team. Then when you get to training camp, then you really can let it all out. So I think it'll be interesting to see how it goes today. I'm looking for them to respond though. It's summer league, and I'm looking forward, man. And let's get it popping today. Go down in the pavilion and get a win for New York Knicks today, man. A win cures all. I don't care what. We only talking about Mike Brown. Nobody they win the game. So, but listen, man. You know what? Here's a question I want to ask you, Shaw Powers. It came back to me. Does anything that happened on that court yesterday, day before yesterday, has anything to do with my man, who just was the video challenge guy for the New York Knicks? The only thing he did last year was challenge the plays on the court with overturned calls and all that. How much of his coaching impact or what had effect on? Because normally you see Dice Yasamato there. You know what I mean? You only see Dice there or whoever, but you never see this guy coach on any level. I know he sat behind that bench for the Knicks, and when Tom Thibodeau did a challenge, he made sure it was in our favor, whether it's good or whatever. Do you think that had anything to do with also the way the game went yesterday?
No.
Okay.
They was not organized. I think I think Dice may not have been ready. They may have just signed him. You know what I mean? And I think they wanted to get this guy out there, get him out there. Let's see what he can do. He's doing all these great things that they think he's a coach. Put him out there. Let's see what he can do. I don't think it had nothing to do with his coaching abilities. I think we don't have shooters. We don't have a bona fide knockdown 3-point shot guy, really. You know what I mean? Like they had yesterday. They had two guys that were just unlimited 3-point range. You know what I mean? We don't really have that. I mean, we got guys that can shoot the shot, but we don't have prolific 3-point shooters. You know what I mean? Tyler Kohler can shoot the shot, but he is not Tyler Kohler. Oh man, he's 6'9". He's not that. No, he's not like, if he shoot, he can get high like that, but he's not one of those guys like Landry Shamet. Oh, you know what I mean? So, we don't have those type of guys. We have guys that are either running straight down the hole or grabbing rebounds and playing their shot with the field goal percentage, the closer to the basket type guys. You know what I mean? We do got some guys that can shoot the shot, but you ain't got no guys like these guys. Anyway, making a long story short, I don't think it has nothing to do with him doing that today. I think he will have a better outing today than he had the last game because he got to see what the guys can do. So he knows what the guys can do. He'll have a better way of putting them out on the court together where they could gel a little better or have a chance to gel a little better because they're on the court.
Yeah. Darren, I think Dice might be a part of that new staff. Darren, not 100% sure, but I think he might be there. Because they had a couple of holdovers. He might be one of them.
I think he is. I think he is now.
Yeah, and and the reason why I say that the coach make a difference sometimes because he's young. Do he know when to call a timeout? Okay, even though it's G League. If you get down 8, do you need to call a timeout? Or if you get down 2, do you need a timeout? Or if you see your team not engaged the right way, do you call a timeout and bring them over on the bench and like, what's up, y'all? Y'all not engaged and shit. You know what I mean? Whatever. So that's the reason why I know it might not have been in that game, let's per se, but coaching does make a difference because sometimes, you got no one to say, you know what? These dudes just scored 6 shots, 6 straight points on you. Yo, what you gonna do? Y'all guys in here, you ready? They just got 3 buckets on y'all. What y'all gonna do? And I just wonder at times in the game where just like these players is important to coaches too. I mean they part of the game. You win and lose with a team, and it's a learning process for him too. That's why they threw him in there. Just like these young guys in there, they threw the young coach in there because it's a learning process for him too. You know what I mean? And so I guess they both can make errors, but let's see if does he make any adjustments today? Just like the players got to make adjustments. Let's see if the coach make adjustments today. What would I do different as a coach that I didn't do yesterday? Do I pull the trigger on this guy, or do I switch this dude on this? I don't know. It's G League, but it's still basketball. It's still competitive, organized basketball. But I'm glad to see that he got a shot and everything like that, man. So hopefully he coaching better today. But I don't know with a lot of these guys like Dice and them. I know Mark Bryan might be back. I think Heyman might be back. But Size 9 put up an interesting one in there. When he talking about my man Drop in the G League. What coaches? This is kind of separate from ladies and gentlemen. This is something from Vegas for a minute. What is Mike Brown looking for to be assistant to him? I mean, because from what I just read on one of the blogs or whatever out there, that he was denied another guy, not him, but the Knicks. Another guy from, I think it was who was this guy denied? They wanted to check him in for a coach. But they
I know you're talking about. I see. Other than Berea, the other dude, yeah, there was another dude. I know
recently, yeah. My man for the Dallas Mavericks and all that. With all the coaches that's available, I don't know if you're looking for that one top assistant. Dude, that's what got me puzzled. Here's why I say this, ladies and gentlemen. Do the New York Knicks front office think that Mike Brown need an assistant coach like them? I mean, why does he have to go out there and look at some of these big names when maybe he might need some coaches just to be able to help him out with certain things? I don't know. I know having a coach next to you was important, but I don't get it why they're still searching for an assistant coach. They should be able to pull that up, no problem. To me, Shot Power. That's why I was wondering about that. Not to get off the summer league topic, but damn, y'all still searching for an assistant coach.
It might be Mike Brown's preference. He might want somebody to be his yin to his yang. You know what I mean? His white lightning to a black thunder or something like that. You know what I mean? The 6 to the 9 or whatever you want to call it. You know what I mean? That's probably what he's looking for. You know what I mean? If he's gonna be heavy in depth on elevating this team offensively, maybe he needs a defensive guru that he wants to be in his ear. I don't think he's going to be same like Tibbs, you know what I mean? Tibbs Circle of Trust, my way or the highway. I think he'll have an open ear to when his offense is running good, to listen to what he needs to better the defense to slow them down from catching up. Or if his offense is lacking, he needs more defense. I need a more defensive-minded team out here. Who do you think I need to get out here with the analytics? It's all about analytics these days. Before it used to be the eye test, what we used to call the eye test, knowing the percentages and stuff like this. This thing is way high on analytics now. This guy shoots better from this percentage over here than he shoots from over here. So we need to try to get him more on the left side in the corner down here. This guy rolls better off of the offensive man, off of the defensive end, better than this guy. 0.0002 seconds better, coming over the curl a little better. So all of this stuff means something. So he may need that type of guy. That his yin to his yang. I'm pretty sure, like you said, Divine, there's Ham out there, there's these guys out here, but he may be looking for someone to have to be his Robin to his Batman, or whatever.
Yeah, like we said, in my degree, the captain need to get an order to lieutenant. Lieutenant dudes to teach and train the private soldiers, my brother.
Right.
My degree teaching me, and that's what he probably looking for, that lieutenant. And I'm quite sure he'd get it. He'd get it in time. So I just was curious because, like I said, they doing their due diligence, they doing their study, they not jump to conclusion, they're taking their time. And I think patience is a virtue. You rush your time, you mess up, you take your time, you get it right. So I just know that we now, which is a good thing about it, because once the summer league is over, pretty much all the off-season non-basketball stuff pretty much to be out the way. We don't went to free agency. We don't went through this. We don't went through that. Brother Beater was good. My man, salute to you. Brother Beater was popping. AP, Chef, NYK. My man, Chris Rowe was good. Let me shout out my people in the chat, man. I'll never forget you guys in there, ladies and gents. Chris, was good to see you as well. Like I said, size 9 brother, salute, carry everybody, man. But listen, man, we just got to go out there and get it popping. That's all. Watch our guys respond today. But I'm going out on a limb, like I said earlier. Kevin McCullough Jr. and Daddy A got a chance to do something with this team, man. I think these two guys got something. And the good thing about it, they was up on the stage last year. Regardless if they played a lot or not, they was up on a Knicks team. They understand. They got back and get the development mentally from the bench. You know what I mean? They got the bench growth going. They sat there, observed the game, learned from some veterans. You know, like I said, I think McCullough Jr. He big on Mikal Bridges, like doing what he do. And I think like Tyler Kolek had Jalen Brunson there, but that day had McCullough hopefully got a guy there like Josh Hart. These guys will rub off on them at that position. So it's going to be interesting to see, man. But I do think these two guys get it popping. I like all them guys we got there. I've seen some good things in the amount of time they played yesterday. Like the guy Grant was knocking down some threes at the end of the game. He was knocking them joints down. You know what I mean? So Luka, Circa. I call him
Luka Suka.
I call him shooting sucker. Shooting sucker. So, he got a little game. Like I said, not a lot of these guys are gonna be in the G League, ladies and gentlemen. Let's make no mistake about this here. Other than Haka Purdy, Tyler Kolek, McCullough Jr., and Daddy A.
That's it. That's it.
A lot of them guys will not see that team.
Facts. These guys are fighting for the two-way contracts.
Yeah, that's what they're fighting for. They're not gonna. We already got a full roster damn near. They not. Listen, unless you tell me you take a Haka Purdy and them out of here, then yeah, you go down to like 9 men. But we already got 12 deep with them 3 guys we signed last year. But even if you give Muhammad Dawah that 13th spot, then they allow you to get 2 more guys. And I don't think it'd be none of them. I think it would be somebody that might sign off the free agent market, whether it's Shamit, whether it's anybody, whoever. You know what I mean? This team got championship aspirations. They ain't in the process of just ruling out anybody. They're not. No, they was 2 games away from the Eastern Conference Finals or whatever. I mean, not the Eastern Conference, the Finals. I apologize for that. So let's see how it goes. But like you said, it's different with a different coach, new philosophy, new everything. Let's see how it goes, man. Because this guy, Mike Brown, might open up the store more than Tibbs did.
Thanks.
You know what I mean? You never know. But in the process of opening up the store, the product in the store got to be good too. You know what I mean? You just ain't going to open up the store and you got junk product in there neither. So let's not get it twisted. I don't care if he expand the roster, but he make sure who he ever expand, but he make sure they good. And I think, you might get that out of Mike Brown this year because I think these guys might be the reason why a lot of us thought the Knicks didn't get far last year was because of the minutes. You know what I mean? I think at the end it wore them down, and that's somebody from me coming from a guy who understood Tibbs and what he was doing, but still that I think the minutes kind of wear them guys down when he got to the Eastern Conference Finals. But that just allowed to wear and tear through the course of the season. 82 games, preseason, 6, 7, 12, 13 playoff games. That's a lot on the body. So I think it caught up to us. So let's hope that Mike Brown institute a different philosophy when it comes to coaching. And he might say, you know what? I ain't leaving you in the whole 7 minutes, 8 minutes. I'm taking you out at 5, or I'm taking you out at 6, and the other guy goes 6, or whatever the case may be. So we'll see how it goes, man. But I'm looking forward to what Mike Brown going to do for the Knicks, man. And if we can get Ham or anybody, just whoever you get in there, you just got to do what you got to do. You know what your mission is. Your mission is to get us deep. His mission is to get. I don't give a who he could bring in. James Dolan uncle for it. I give a fuck. I don't give you that. Leon Rose's uncle being assistant coach. You got to get us deep. That's all that matters to me. I don't care who they bring in here. It don't even matter to me. What the Knicks Mike Brown got to do is get this team deep. And like I said before, he inherited Maybach. Tom Thibodeau inherited Celica. Like I say,
right.
Tom Thibodeau came to New York, they gave him a Toyota Celica. Mike Brown came to New York, they gave him a Bentley. You know what I mean? And that's just the way I see that. It's like this cat coming into a situation with a made roster. A made roster. I mean, it's made. You know what I mean? It's a big difference. So whoever they get in there, I don't give a shit. You got to go in there and get a popping shot, Howard. I think he will. Mike Brown, his track record speak for itself. So much as everybody might not like it, his record speak for himself. Right to the sideline to the Camry. That's fair. That's fair. But you know what? The guy got a 499 winning percentage, man. He won over 300, 400 some games in his career. So his percentage is better than Tom Thibodeau's actually. Obviously, but he also has some prominent players he done coached too. So I think we'd be all right there, Shop House, man. But what you think about the day, man? You think I got to win that thing today?
I would want to hope that they win. Of course, I want the Knicks to win every game out there. But the bigger thing for me tonight is to see the difference from last game to this game. I do want to see McCullough Jr. have a better percentage with more scoring tonight. I do want to see Daddy A hit more three-pointers tonight. I do want to see Tyler Kolek, instead of having 5 turnovers, I want to see him with 11 assists tonight. And I mean, I do want to see Haka Purdy with a double-double with 2 blocks tonight. And I mean, those are guys that I'm looking forward to coming together, because those are the guys that are, pretty much on our team right now. Those are our guys. Those guys that I just mentioned. Everybody else, the Mohammeds and the Lance Ware and the Bobo Baba and all these other guys, the Luka Sukas and all those guys. Like you said earlier, Divine, they're fighting to be affiliated with the Knicks, to be on our G team, our G League, to have a 2-way contract. Those are the guys that are really fighting to get somewhere with the Knicks. Those guys that I just mentioned, Haka Purdy and Daddy A and Tyler Kolek, they here. They just trying to get their reps in. They are here on the team. They are part of the team. Now, McCullough Jr., he's not on the – I mean, I don't know what he is right now. And Bojam, he is nothing right now. So the other guy, Antoine, whatever, he is nothing. All these guys are fighting to be affiliated with the team. So let's see who wants to win that fight. You know what I mean? And I just want to see our guys get out there and look good tonight. If they do lose because of whatever reason, so be it. I just want to see another outing like McCullough, 15, 17 points, Daddy A, 12, 11 points. I want to see the differences from the last game with better percentages. Those are the things that I'm looking for this game, realistically. But of course, I do want to win, of course.
Hold up, though. In fairness, ladies and gentlemen, Tyler Kolek had 8 assists the other night. Yeah, 8 assists.
Yeah, he was getting
listen, if people make shots, you can get a lot of assists. Just make shots. He had 8 assists last night. But you got to remember, what did the Knicks shoot from 3-point last night? The night before, 22%. They were shooting their Eastern Conference Finals numbers the other day. So yeah, it's anything doable. You just got to be on your game. Like I said, he had, despite having a bad game, the cat had 8 assists and mother was missing shots. You know what I mean? So it all depends. It's a miss or make league. You know what I mean? No cats was making them, we was missing them. You know what I mean? And if somebody hit 3 more shots that he gave him the ball to, you never know. You never know. And that's how it goes. It's a miss or make league, man. If somebody passes the ball, you make it, miss it, then it is what it is. So we'll see how it goes, man. I think they're gonna respond well. I love all these guys. I think Muhammad Dawar, I think I want to see him get out there and really bang tonight. He's our draft pick. You know what I mean? So I'm rooting for him as well. I'm rooting for all of them. But Dawar got size. I want to see what he could do when he get it going. And I think a lot of these guys might have a different game tonight. And they got to get it going, man. You know what? And I do want to see. I think that out of all them guys, let's put Haka Purdy to the side, because Haka Purdy pretty much already got a rotation spot. It's not really none of them guys how would I say, in the summer league gonna be in that rotation for the Knicks. I don't think that's gonna happen. Because like I said, you already got Deuce McBride, Jordan Clarkson, Josh Hart, Yabusele, Haka Purdy. Ain't none of them other guys gonna see no rotation. They might make the team. They might be on a bench unless it's a blowout or something. But I don't think a lot of them guys are gonna even make that. A lot of them guys not gonna play in the Knicks rotation. Knicks got a championship roster. Them guys not even ready for that. You know what I mean? But I do think that Haka Purdy, I think Daddy A is the one I want to see crack it. If anybody can crack this thing, I want to see Daddy A crack it. I do. I really want to see him crack it. But and like I said, he'd be on the bench, because if the way it look from here, I mean, you guys look at our roster overall, Who we got? Jalen Brunson, Shaw Powers, Mikal Bridges, Anunoby, Carl Anthony Towns, and Mitchell Robinson. Correct? Hypothetically, that's literally going to be the Knicks starting five this year. If let's say go back to Josh Hart, whatever, depending on he like that pace thing. But even if you take that lineup there, you know Deuce McBride playing, you know Clarkson playing, you know Josh Hart playing, you know Yabusele playing. And the only spot I can see right there is Haka Purdy's spot. That's about it. Your mic.
My bad. That's right, Divine. That's the only way you see it. That is the only logical. That is logical, Divine, because it is 10 guys. If you want to say it or not, you got Deuce McBride, which is going to get minutes. You got Clarkson, and he's not going to sit the bench. They wouldn't have made the move to bring him over here to send him on the bench, so he's getting minutes. Right. Josh Hart, no question, Josh Hart is getting at least 28 minutes a game. Yabusele, the guy that they bring over here on a contract, he's going to get big minutes. The only other option is if Haka Purdy, and you know they wanted to play him last year. He's back this year. He's looking good. He's athletic. Got 2 good blocks ever. That's the second unit right there. That's the 10. That's the 5-man second man. That's the 5-man team for the second unit. In my opinion, you know what I mean? Only slash that I see, if you want to put a slash, is if we really want to push Daddy A's button and probably make him take a little bit more minutes from Josh Hart. That's about it for me. Who else you going to sub? Who you going to sub Tyler Colligan for who? Over who? Deuce? Clarkson? Nah, I don't see that happening. You know what I mean? Who else we got on the bench? And you know what I mean? Nah, I don't see that happening unless I got, knock on wood, if something happened to one of these guys that can't go, something happened, they got to go. That's the only way I see that these extra minutes. We talking about a 10-man rotation. We ran a 7-man rotation. We picked up 2 players this year. That is the 10-man rotation in a nutshell, Divine. That's it.
Yeah. And we're here, ladies. I say all that because this, at least on paper anyway. On paper right now, I'm not even talking about, because they can go to training camp and Daddy A might take somebody's spot. But you got to remember the business of this thing too. Ain't no $2 million player to me. And I don't think Dolan would even allow that shit to have an $18 million dude out of the rotation. You got a $2 million dude in there, or you need to trade the $18 million guy. You're not going to have some of these guys who are making these double-digit millions of dollars getting their job taken by a guy who's making $2 million unless you trading that dude.
Facts.
That's just not the way it worked. The business side of it is like, well, why do I got the dude making $18 million? This dude only making $2 million and he ain't getting no burn. That ain't gonna happen. That's just not gonna happen. And we haven't seen it happen not too many times. But what can happen if a guy like that shines, that might put them in a situation where, you know what? Now we might have to move somebody. But the way it looks right now, like I said, this is a championship roster to me. And I know, like I said, you can even look at any team right now that gets to that level. OKC this year, Indiana Pacers, nobody's playing a bunch of young cats like that. in them levels of the NBA. We always got a $200 million roster, man. And I think a lot of these guys, you're not going to see them. I thought the same thing last year. Like, you're not going to see these guys because the Knicks was fighting for something. They were fighting for something. They were fighting. When you go to war, you go with your soldiers, your best dudes, the ones who can take the pressure, who can get in the foxhole and get it. I thought because they didn't do that early in the year, that allowed Coley them not to be able to do it. It allowed Daddy not to be able to do it because they didn't play them a whole year. So what happened was they put him on the bench. Now this year it might be different. Let's see if Mike Brown switches this thing up. But from a minute standpoint, because of the economics involved and everything else involved with it, I don't see none of them guys and they even getting it. I can see McCullough and Daddy A being, if somebody go down, these my first dudes I'm calling. Or if somebody have a bad game, he just ain't got it that night. Mike Brown might like, you know what, Josh Hart, you ain't got it tonight. McCullough Jr. get in there. Or Yabusele, you sticking up to Georgia tonight. He might do something that Tibbs wouldn't do. Okay, you know what, Daddy A, he ain't got to go on tonight. Daddy A, you get in there. and do it a game by game thing, Shop House. I can see that happening. You know what I mean? And I would think that would be the way to do it. I thought the reason why we didn't get far last year in the playoffs, he didn't do that when Campaign was doing it. You see what I'm saying? When Campaign was started stinking up the joint, Tibbs kept going to him. No, you should have grabbed one of them motherfuckers. You should have dropped Talacola at the line right or somebody. So let's see, if my man do something different like that. If he do that, then we got a chance to see these young guys. I really do, because I think they can have an impact. I think McCullough can have an impact. His defense is good to me, and the way he go about it. And I think Daddy got enough scoring game that he can help us when we might need it the most sometimes. Who knows? We got a good problem. We got a good problem. We got a lot of young talent down there. And we'll see how it goes, Shot Powers. But listen, we about to go watch the game, man. We just want to get on everybody, get in there and do the pregame thing. I'm looking for a big response today from a couple of guys. I'm looking for McCullough offensively to get a more bucket percentage better today. I think he'd get buckets, his percentage would be better. I'm looking for Daddy A to be a little bit more aggressive from the door. I'm looking for David Muhammad Dawar. I want to see him get out there and use his athleticism and get down in that middle and play over the top, some rim running and everything. I'm willing to see a lot of you guys get it popping. The Bo Chance of the world, I'm not concerned about them, man. It is what it is. You've been in three leagues since you've been in the league already. You ain't did that shit yet. I don't know what to tell you. But you there, get it popping, whatever. But mainly the guys, Tyler Coley having a bounce back game, Shot Powers, try to turn the turnover down like you said earlier and try to get more assists. He had 8, man. Don't get me wrong. Like I said.
Yeah.
So, other than that, man, it may seem like they had a bad game, but Detroit just had a better game, basically.
Yeah, that's basically it. Get out there, get some basketball. Thank you, family, for coming in here. And please, on the way out, if you haven't, please hit the like buttons, hit the subscribe buttons, tell a friend to tell a friend to tell a friend to tell a friend. I mean, next Real Talk will be here. Let's get it, Devon.
Yeah, Real Talk. Yo, salute to everybody in the building. Thank y'all for coming in, man. Enjoy the game, man. I think our guys get back respond today. Listen, I don't give a G League, B League, D. I want the Knicks to win. I don't give a fuck. Right. We need to win today. We want to go out there and get a win today. And I know that's not the reason why they're there for that reason. They're there to hone their skill and develop and see what they got and blah, blah, blah. But I still want that win today.
Yeah, in the midst of doing all that stuff, get the win too.
Win too, word of fact. All right, everybody, man. Appreciate y'all. Enjoy the game. We'll see y'all next couple of days. I think we got either Indiana on the 15th. I think that's the next game on Tuesday. We'll see y'all at the pregame show as always, man. Let's get it, man. Peace.
Peace, Devon.
Yo, Devon, what's good? You know what it is, bro. About to go ahead and get with SP. We about to get this Knicks Real Talk pregame popping off. Get this shit popping, man. I'll holla at you. One. Up in the black Silverado, stop and get some petrol to hit the metro on full throttle. Across the gospels, we in the Mecca bottleneck. On 32nd waters, bottles, he Sharon flexing. Posted up like sticky note. You smell the icky in the air like hickory smoke. Carrot we well represented. We on that Nick shit. You can smell it, so please don't step in it. Cause the burner cooking with gas. The cat in the alley digging through your team trash. Getting that cash ready for DoorDash and make a splash. But they moving slow before the pregame show. No caps, so here's what's on tap. But God, no talking five. And report, keep myself doing the chat. Interacting with your mandem. It's a brand in front of the camera. There's a picture. Catch and snap back to fit the cat. So we Nick dripping. Nick feel, we fit the description. It's the OG, Olin, Ananobi. Me and my man Brody, we run your fire TV, that's Cody. It's Knicks Real Talk. You know how we get down. We in that Nick drip, dripping and Nick drip. It's Knicks Real Talk. You know how we get down. We in that Nick drip, dripping and Nick drip. We in that Nick drip, dripping and Nick drip. It's Knicks Real Talk. You know how we get down. We in that Nick drip, dripping and Nick drip. Real Talk.